from Louisiana's home team. This is Fox 8 Morning Edition at 6 a.m.
All right, Christy, thanks. 7:21 is your time. And family functions and budgeting for Christmas presents can certainly be very stressful this time of year, and that stress can take a toll on your body. I'm joined now by Dr. Meredith Maxwell, who has some tips on how to deal with the holiday stress, and there's plenty of it out there nowadays, but how do we know that we're stressed? What are some of the key indicators?
Well, there's good stress and there's bad stress. There's stress that makes you perform, finish tasks, that kind of stuff, and then there's bad stress that kind of makes you sick. So stress can actually, if left unchecked and you don't have a relaxation moment, can cause chest pain, muscle aches, depression, anxiety, problems sleeping, just physical manifestations of stress. And it can really make you sick and feel horrible and not be able to finish anything. So you have to differentiate between the good and the bad and the abnormal.
Wow, okay, so some of those symptoms just kind of rear their ugly head, and you just have to kind of take a moment and say, hey, listen, I'm stressed out, I need to decompress here for a minute.
Right, well, you definitely have to know your baseline, and you have to know when it's too much, and then you have to have techniques in order to come down from that stress. So exercise can give you some of the same benefits as medication. Tai Chi, making lists, taking an hour or 30 minutes aside each day and be like, this is the time I'm gonna, decide about my stress, so you don't have it lingering throughout the day and affecting all your other tasks.
Right.
Because that's what can really affect you.
Right, and how does it harm our body over time if left unchecked?
Well, definitely if you're not sleeping, that can lead to more stress and it can snowball. It can actually physically make you sick. It can lead to heart problems. It can lead to worsening medical conditions. Everything kind of works together, unfortunately. So, you can just be run down, and you can get into bad habits of decompression, like turn to alcohol or drugs, which are never a good idea with stress. Although it makes you kind of come down for a little while, it doesn't fix the problem.
Right. Sometimes, I mean, that would just only make it worse, you can imagine.
Right. It's a Band-Aid.
Right.
And not a solution.
Yeah, so what can people do to avoid stress this time of year?
Well, I don't think you can really avoid stress this time of year, but like I said, making lists, looking ahead, looking at the big picture, looking at your week, giving yourself time, not leaving things to the last minute, keeping those healthy habits, yoga, meditation, Tai Chi, definitely your exercise can be great things to do. Even if you need help from your doctor, therapy can help, on a regular basis, medication, it just depends on you. And learning the difference between the serious symptoms like true heart, true chest pain, and stress kind of symptoms are important.
And I would think too, talking it out sometimes with another person is a big way to relieve some stress and just kind of vent a little bit to somebody.
Laying it out on the table and then having somebody help you in a constructive way. So not somebody who's like, oh, you're right. Yeah, everything you do is perfect. I mean, maybe a professional or somebody who doesn't have a secondary gain in your life.
Yeah, but I mean, all in all, how big of a problem over the holidays is this? Do you guys typically see a lot more people come in this time of year?
I see a big spike. About like 43%-ish of people have stress-related kind of anxiety symptoms, especially during the holidays. You see a huge spike of, I can't deal with it. I'm having chest pain, palpitation, shortness of breath, problems going to sleep, turning off at night. I can't shut up. Right, sleep, and that just kind of snowballs. So.
All right, well, Dr. Meredith Maxwell, we appreciate you giving us some tips on how to kind of chill out this holiday season.
Exactly.
Thanks so much.